A decision is due on Greater Manchester Mayor Andy Burnham's bid to return to Parliament. Labour Party bosses will rule today on whether he can apply to stand in the upcoming Gorton and Denton by-election.
Division and anger in the US city of Minneapolis after federal immigration officers shoot and kill a man. Alex Pretty's family issued a statement expressing their anger at his death.
President Trump backtracks on his controversial claims that British troops stayed away from the front line in Afghanistan, describing them as great and very brave, but he stops short of an apology.
200 million people in the United States hunker down as a massive winter storm brings large parts of the country to a standstill.
But let's turn to domestic matters, which dominate so many of the newspapers this morning. Front page of The Observer, heated rivalry is the headline there. The paper claims the Mayor of Greater Manchester, Andy Burnham, has kicked off his contest to become Prime Minister. That's what they're saying, after he announced his intention to stand in the Gorton and Denton by-election. The front page features a candid photo of Andy Burnham with Sir Keir Starmer. He says he's just hoping to serve the government. That's, I think, his
and has reassured the Prime Minister
approach.
as such. Yes, the Sunday Telegraph reports that Donald Trump has backtracked on his claims, as we've been reporting this morning, that British troops stayed away from the front line in Afghanistan after those comments, which, of course, he made on Thursday, were condemned by several NATO allies and lots of veterans as well, of course, including Sir Keir Starmer among the people to criticise him.
Now, I mentioned this in the news. Britain's going to get its own FBI, according to the Sunday People. The paper says the Home Secretary, Shabana Mahmood, will announce tomorrow that a new national crime task force is to be created. And just back to that Andy Burnham story, we will be talking about that in a bit more detail later on. We're going to talk with someone who knows the sort of inner workings of a Labour government, the machinery there,
yes,
very, very well, and also a current Labour MP, get their take on how this whole situation is likely to be managed.
Just taking a look at the story about the National Executive Committee that's going to make this decision. Apparently, a couple of the papers saying 10 people on it, among them Sir Keir Starmer. So let's wait and see.
Labour's governing committee has blocked the Greater Manchester Mayor, Andy Burnham, from running as an MP in an upcoming by-election. In the last hour, he said he's disappointed by the committee's decision.
Voters don't like elections that come mid-term. People voted in Greater Manchester overwhelmingly for Andy Burnham to be their mayor 2 years ago. For a 4-year term, he's only halfway through.
The family of an American man shot dead by federal agents in the US city of Minneapolis is calling for the truth as tensions rise over President Trump's crackdown on immigration. And live pictures for you as 200 million people across the US are in the path of what's predicted to be the country's biggest winter storm in years. This is the scene in New York.